So my opponents have stated that animal testing is cruel and unjust, and that they're being painfully inflicted unnecessarily. But I'm here to argue that animal testing is necessary because it is an accurate way of testing and testing different products, such as medications that cannot be tested on humans or any other person. Many of these products are lethal and can't be tested safely on humans. Basically what we're saying is that sometimes it's either animals or humans, and like some things are necessary to be tested. We can't provide a product to the consumer if we're not sure how it's gonna work. We don't want to test anybody or risk anybody's life, because it's just two ethical balances that we're trying to discuss here. But basically, if we're paying volunteers to be tested, in addition to paying the volunteers and also the cost of research and testing and the cost of creating these simulations, these computers, which are very expensive and hard to produce multiple of them, it's going to add to the expense of unnecessary research, but it's going to add expense to necessary research, will make it infeasible, and things today like medication, which is already expensive, it's going to make it unaffordable for a lot of people. But in response to their claim that 6% of animals face pain, these animals, under the Institutional Animal Care and Use Committee, these institutions have to be reviewed at least once every 6 months for human care of the animals and prepare reports and evaluations to submit to the institutional office to confirm that the research being constructed is in accordance to the Animal Welfare Act, which is a federal law. It's not just a rule that some people choose to follow. It's a federal law. And under the IACUC, they make sure that all procedures are designed to minimize the discomfort, distress, and pain, and if any procedures will cause more than momentary or slight pain or distress, they will perform appropriate sedation unless justified by scientific reasons. Animals that experience severe pain that cannot be relieved will be painlessly euthanized at the end of the procedure or during, if appropriate. You said that 90% of animals are not covered by the AWA, but you never applied any evidence of where that statistic came from. And in response to that, the animals that they do use are specifically bred for this. They are not taken out of pounds. They are not taken, they're not pets they found on the street. They're specifically bred for this. And animals that do die, the amount of animals that do die during this research is less than the amount of animals that say would die from the pound. Animals that are not adopted, like the statistic is less than that. Thank you.